I just want to see how much I can pick up. How do you know when it's doing it?
In the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Dashes blinking.
Yeah.
That means it's recording.
On the Ponderosa Ranch in Nevada, and right now we're in the old bar, and as you can see, there's many memorabilia of the joint here. Also, standing on the corner of the bar with her back to you right now, Molly's there. She's not smiling or waving or doing anything as usual, but I'm just kind of filming around and giving you an idea of what the inside of the bar looks like. It's pretty neat. There's a lot of old stuff around here. A lot of old guns, knives, a lot of Indian stuff, stuffed heads. And a few of the people here, the tourists like us, okay, here comes Molly right now, smiling. The bar, and this is kind of the upstairs. You can see where the old band used to be, and then they have some saloon girls, and there's the old fireplace, and just other parts of the bar, and there's a bunch of Indian stuff up there, and there's a moose and a buffalo. There's Molly again. She's always in the pictures.
Got it okay?
Yeah, I wanted to get her out of it. We're on the ranch now, and this is the town, and you can see many of the different buildings here. There's the bakery, there's the sheriff's office, Mr. Ray Coffee, the Western shop, there's the Indian store and a couple ladies walking by. Just many more. There's the church down the hall, down the walkway there. There's an old truck there, an old wagon. Another fire truck. There's the general store. There's the hotel and the Silver Dollar Saloon. Here's a stand in the middle where you can buy drinks and that. And there's back down the road again. Just some more of the area. More food. There's another old car there. There's the town hall again. Plus the lumber, coal, steel. And there's Molly standing by the wagon with the horse waving. Town hall. And there's a couple of costume dummies here in the authentic Western gear of a Mexican and an American. I'm just kind of going to shoot around, and you can see they have a bunch of old rifles and just different things from the old 1800s. There's an old train. Some pictures there. You can see Lincoln, and it looks like the generals. Just some more stuff from the 1800s and the Civil War, and that. See some old horses up there.
Inside the town hall, the show. I did, honey. Just a few there in the town hall, and all the pictures of casting crew. Ooh. It's hot. And a lot of these pictures have the owners of the ranch that nobody really cares about, the Andersons, you know? So if you don't know who somebody is, that's who they are.
Ja,
These paper clippings.
I thought you were mine, I'm sorry.
Okay, I guess I'm recording. Jumped on me. Okay, what I'm doing now is we're looking over one of the old silver mines here. Tin Cup Mine it was called, and they kind of set up the mountainside here to make it look like an old silver mine, as you can see. And this is a hamburger stand that they have in the middle here with the big horse burgers. There's a couple fake horses there, and just some reproductions of some buildings and how some of the old camps were set up. A ranch, and there's an old stagecoach, and there's a Silver Cup Saloon. Most of these buildings were reproductions in that they used during the filming of Bonanza. And there's a Liberty Bank, the bathhouse, and just a certain this building. There's an old covered wagon with a couple horses by it, and another wagon. You can see some structures in the back, and here's an old-time motored bus. Here, there's a museum here, and then there's an old, looks like a little freight wagon with a single horse-drawn trading company here, and there's a couple more structures back up the pathway there. Okay, we're headed for the church. That's Molly walking in right now, and I'm just kind of scanning around. There's a little gazebo there. I'm inside the church right now, and it's kind of a quaint little church. You can see here are the pews. I'm just passing around. There's the altar, and they do weddings here if you want to. There's Molly again.
They have church services.
And they also do church services. Molly just brought it up. Back on the ranch again. It's kind of hard to see but because of the shadows, but this is the old fire station right here, and they have two old fire engines in there. And there's the dentist offices. There's another covered wagon. I'll move around. See, there's another wagon there. There's a feed supply store and a couple other structures over here. And as you can see, a few old cars scattered and many tourists. Here's some more of the old mountainside with some of the old, where they did the old silver and gold mining reproduction stuff. There's another wagon there with a horse. I'm swinging around. That's a gazebo by the church. And there's a picture of the old church that we were just in. Some mock graves here of the Cartwrights. There's Little Joe. There's Horace, and then there's Ben, the father, and then the wife, or the mother. And as you know, they actually are all dead, but you can see the dates are as if they passed away, you know, 50, 100 years ago. And then I'm going to spin around here a little bit, and this is the back, which you can't see very well, of the original house on the Ponderosa when they were filming it. We'll be walking around to the front here in a minute. We're in the courtyard now of the filming where they filmed Ponderosa, and as you can see there's a horse-drawn wagon, and that's the barn that we've seen many a times in the film. I'm just kind of swinging around, and there's another little corral with a covered wagon in it, and just a few things around. Hey, we're back on film again. This is the front of the house of the episode Ponderosa. And you can see a few tourists walking around. That's the road we just walked up to get here. Barn right now in another courtyard that we use for more filming, and it's just the sundriest buildings and that they used during the filming of Ponderosa. You can see I'm swinging around now through the courtyard. And I'm going to swing around. Here's Molly trying to get a picture of the house. I'm going to swing around to a covered wagon.
Well, Monty, we're on our way to Lake Tahoe. There's snow still on the mountains up there. I'm famous for filming inside cars. Road construction has everything backed up. Still on the way to Lake Tahoe, see all the Ponderosa pines. It's snow on the mountains, snow in July.
They had a late winter, Molly. Remember they were talking about it just like we did.
They had a late winter?
Yeah. Their winters are real long, just like ours did this year. Snowblower.
There's this little mud puddle that we found on the way to Lake Tahoe. So we stopped to take a picture of it.
There's golf course down there, Bob. See how the spots are where the greens are. See how they are.
Tried to... Whoops, now I lost... Oh, there we go. There's that little mud puddle again, aka Lake Tahoe.
Virginia City, and these are a couple of the old churches. This is where the world famous Comstock lode was, silver and gold mining in the late 1800s. I'm just taking a scan in the mountain range around the city right now. Again.
Molly Bell.
That's just a name, Molly. And back to the city. Right now I'm standing about in the center of Virginia City, the old gold mining town. And what I'm doing is, because it's so narrow, I'm standing in the center of Virginia City and I'm just scanning up and down the street. It's really a narrow street, very long, but you can see how the structure just kind of on a small hill just run up and down the hill. And it's real hard to shoot them all, but I'm just going to give a general picture of what we have here. It's just different hotels, old bars and stuff, and like everything else, it's just been turned into mainly shops and stuff, commercialized, very commercialized, tourist trap type stuff. This got to be the longest car in the world. It is unreal. It's nighttime, our last night in Reno, and I'm just taking some shots of the lights and some of the buildings that are on the main streets here. As you can see, there's just many casinos, lots of traffic. Surprisingly, it wasn't too busy as far as people goes. A lot less than like Vegas as far as crowds in that go. Much more enjoyable. Okay, we're still downtown Reno, and I'm actually a block away from the last shot. And all I'm doing is taking just some more pictures of the nightlife, as they say, the casinos and the people and all that. There was Molly just walked by. This is a famous Reno sign called the Reno, the biggest little city in the world.
The biggest little city in the world, so you take the video.
Paris Club's right here. And there's Molly again. Still in Reno, and this is that sign I was telling you about. And this is just another angle of the streets around Reno, and there's, you know, the different clubs and that. And as you can see, that's Fitzgerald's. I'm just going around now, and down the block you can see the big thing on the corner of the building is the Flamingo Hilton. That's where Molly and I stayed, and I'm just swinging around now. We smell smoke in the air. It smells like they had a small fire, maybe like one of the kitchens or something of the hotel. Here's another of the bigger casinos here in Reno, and you can see them down the block here.